Preventing and reversing cognitive decline is one of my favorite areas. First of all, what is cognitive decline? It's not only loss of memory, but diminished reaction times where your brain is not as quick and nimble as it used to be, and also foggy. You don't have as great of mental clarity. So these are things that I would consider clustering under the cognitive decline umbrella. What are things that you can do to both identify underlying causes to eliminate that will help reverse cognitive decline or prevent it from getting any worse or prevent you from developing it? Number one, keeping your hormones balanced as you age. We know estrogen in females is so important for the brain, and loss of estrogen is correlated with cognitive decline. Also, the same holds true for testosterone for both men and women. Testosterone is important for cognitive processing speed and memory. Same with DHEA and pregnenolone. Same with optimal levels of thyroid. So we want to make sure that your hormones remain balanced your entire lives. Also, we want to make sure that if you have a high toxic exposure to heavy metals or pesticides or mycotoxins from mold or even biotoxins from previous infections, that you identify those toxins and clear them out. Most toxins are fat soluble, and they tend to collect in the fatty compartments such as the membranes of your neurons and can create free radical stress there, inflammation, and damage. The other area that's important to identify is whether or not you have any infections in the body. And some people have dental infections that predispose them to cognitive decline, such as periodontal disease or cavitary lesions at the site of an old root canal or even at the site of a wisdom tooth extraction. It's very important to look at your oral health as well as systemic infections with tick-borne disease or reactivated viruses. It's also important to look at your microbiome. There is evidence that imbalances in the intestinal microbiome can create inflammation in the brain. The other thing that we know for sure is that metabolic health plays an enormous role. So as we age, many people develop metabolic dysfunction. In fact, it is rampant in the United States. And that's where your blood sugar is not managed properly, and it's taking too much insulin to manage your blood sugar and more than it used to take. And that creates a metabolic dysfunction situation that can cause poor metabolism in the neurons. So it can reduce the efficiency of energy production inside your nerve cells. Also, metabolic dysfunction can put you at greater risk for vascular disease and clotting, heart disease, and so many other things that can also cause forms of cognitive decline in the brain. So improving your metabolism by exercising and continuing to exercise, maintaining healthy lean muscle mass, eating a diet that's right for you for the stage of life you're in, where you're not over consuming carbohydrates, for example, and not including rancid seed oils in the diet, which is like poison for your metabolism. So if you do the right things to optimize your metabolism, keep your hormones balanced, identify and treat toxic burden and infections, that goes a long way toward preventing and reversing cognitive decline.